Hello OAS family, we are here with another book review today, and today we are going to be reviewing the Fundamentals of Chinese Floral Painting Volume 4, The Book of the Chrysanthemum by Chow Su-sing. So before we get into the details of the book, the dimensions are as follows. The book is approximately 8 1/4 inches wide and 10 3/4 inches tall. And it is 56 pages. So before we get into it, finding a book that covers Chrysanthemum, even though it is one of the iconic four gentlemen initial subjects that is studied in Chinese brush painting, is actually kind of rare. And so this book is an important book in that regard because it is solely focused on Chrysanthemum. So we're going to get into it without any further ado here. Oh, and the text is in Chinese and English, as you'll be able to see. So here's an introduction, giving us a little bit of background on the cultural significance of Chrysanthemum. As you may or may not know, the Chrysanthemum is the four gentlemen subject that represents autumn. So here we have some basic studies of flower petal renderings just on their own. And then you see them together here with stems and centers. And then again, different petals and multiple layers starting to work together to sort of form a composition here. And then we get a section on the leaves. So we get this sort of faded stroke technique, that single stroke that shows the fading from dark to light within a single stroke. That's very signature technique in Chinese brush painting, and then also following up with some vein strokes to show that element of the chrysanthemum leaves. Then here we have the stem work, building up all the elements. Now we're going to see our first sort of combination of leaves and stems. And how the leaves are connected to the branches. And then our first composition that includes all the elements here. We say we've been working up to this. And this is great. This is a lovely, simple composition. Anybody of any level should be able to attempt this composition, and it's interesting enough. It's not just so simple that it's uninteresting, but it's very accessible. And here's another very nice sort of classic composition in ink. And then the third, where we're picking up a little bit of complexity. Now we have more sort of flower elements, a little bit more complex leaf structure. And then here with a very light colored flower rendering and dark colored leaves. So showing a nice contrast there. And also very sparse. A lot of use of white space in this. And then here's what they call the clump composition. Much more closely grouped elements here. And now we'll get into some color, still in this sort of spontaneous or boneless method. We can show some sort of color compositions here. This is a very iconic color for chrysanthemum. Then showing very striking version of this red and yellow chrysanthemum, actually 3 different color flowers together. Purple. Now we start to get into the fine line style, and then they will show sort of the leaves in sketch. So they show the line work here of the different leaves. And then the flower work. Petals, flowers, and the centers. different styles of sort of petal work for the line work, different varieties of chrysanthemum and how they're rendered in this sort of fine line outline work. Then here we have a complete composition, but just in outline form. And then we start to see how the color layers are added in the gong-bi style. We get this multi-layers of shading here in the leaves and here in the flower petals. Complete composition, fine line style, both the outline and the coloration. And then back to another spontaneous composition here. Another boneless style. And then another one as well. This is a lovely composition. I like the combination of ink and color here. I like that mostly ink composition with just a touch of color. I think that's very effective. And then here is the chrysanthemum blended with a little landscape, a rock element, and then some accented grass. Really lovely composition. And then this interesting sort of flower arrangement or basket. This very kind of interesting representation of this ornate basket. And then we close with this final classic composition in black and white. So there you have it. That's the Fundamentals of Chinese Floral Painting, Volume 4, Book of the Chrysanthemum by Chow Su-sing. And if you are interested in this book, you can purchase it at our website at orientalartsupply.com. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to our channel for more content like this. We thank you for watching and happy painting.